Forest fans, this is massive. The transfer window is absolutely heating up at the City ground. And today, we've got some huge news that's going to shake things up for our beloved Reds. We're talking about a $5.9 million Forest player who's practically got 1 foot out the door. And let me tell you, Nuno Espirito Santo is not fighting to keep him around. The Portuguese connection is calling, and this could be the domino that starts a massive chain reaction in our squad before September's deadline. We've got new signings, settling in, potential departures brewing, and the shape of our season could be decided in the next few weeks. If you're a true Forest fan who wants to stay ahead of every twist and turn this transfer window, smash that like button right now, hit subscribe, and stick around because what I'm about to reveal will have you questioning everything about our attacking options this season. Right then, Forest faithful, let's dive straight into this absolute bombshell that's rocking the City ground today. Jota Silva, remember that name? The Portuguese winger we splashed $5.9 million on just 12 months ago with such high hopes. Well, he's now practically packing his bags and heading back to Portugal. And here's the kicker that'll have you talking in the pubs tonight. Nuno Espirito Santo, our gaffer, simply doesn't fancy him at all. We're talking about a manager who knows Portuguese football inside and out, and even he can't find a place for Silva in his plans. That tells you everything you need to know about where this lad stands at our club. Sporting CP are leading the charge to bring Silva back to the Primeira Liga, and honestly, it's looking like a done deal at this point. The reports are suggesting they want him on loan initially, but let's be real here. When a player goes out on loan after just 1 season, we all know what that usually means for their long-term future, don't we? Forest fans, what's your honest take on the Jota Silva situation? Are you gutted to see him go or do? You think Nuno's made the right call? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this one's dividing opinion. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets interesting for the club's finances. We paid $5.9 million for Silva last summer, and while the reports suggest we're looking for around $9 million to let him go permanently, the reality is we might have to settle for a lot less if this loan deal goes through. Porto was supposedly sniffing around as well, but the latest intel suggests they've cooled their interest. It's all about Sporting now. Here's what's really got me thinking though. Silva only started 5 Premier League games under Nuno last season. 5. For a player we invested nearly £6 million in, that's absolutely shocking. It shows just how far he's fallen down the pecking order, and frankly, it raises some serious questions about our recruitment strategy last summer. The writing was on the wall when Ramon Sosa got shipped off to Palmeiras, and now Silva's following a similar path. These were supposed to be our exciting attacking reinforcements, but neither could cut it in Nuno's system. It's brutal, but that's the Premier League for you. There's no room for sentiment when results matter. Do you think our scouting department got it wrong with Silva, or was he just unlucky with injuries and adaptation? Let us know what you reckon, because the Forest faithful deserve better. But here's where it gets really interesting for us moving forward. This departure opens up space and potentially some cash for Nuno to bring in someone who actually fits his vision. We've already seen Dan Ndoye arrive from Bologna, and he looked lively in that Birmingham friendly. Igor Jesus and Jair Cunha have joined from Botafogo, and while they might need time to settle, at least Nuno wanted these players. The frustrating thing is we desperately need strength in depth, especially out wide. Too many times last season we were crying out for game changers from the bench, and Silva was supposed to be one of those players. Instead, he became another expensive mistake on our books. What this really shows is Nuno's ruthless approach to building his squad. He doesn't care what we paid for a player or how much potential they might have. If they don't fit his system and mentality, they're out. And you know what? Maybe that's exactly what we need. No more passengers, no more expensive experiments. Just players who can deliver when the pressure's on at the City ground. So Forest fans, Here's the big question. Are you backing Nuno's brutal honesty in the transfer market? Or are you worried we're giving up on players too quickly? The comment section is yours. The clock's ticking towards September's deadline, and if Silva goes, we better have our replacement lined up. Jackson Chachua is being linked, and with our European commitments this season, we're going to need every bit of quality we can get. Let's just hope this time we get our recruitment spot on. That's all for today's explosive update, Forest faithful. If this video got you thinking about our transfer strategy, absolutely smash that like button, subscribe for all the latest City Ground news, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat. What do you think about the Silva situation? Are we right to let him go, or are we making a mistake? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. Until next time, keep the faith and Koya.